For me, this is a game changer.
Dorchester County is building a new state-of-the-art emergency operations center, also known as an EOC.
Our current facility is now 30 years old.
Dorchester County Council Chairman Bill Hearn explains why a new building is needed.
Current footprint of our facility is just 1,500 square feet. That seriously limits the county's ability to respond over emergencies over a long period of time. We need a much sturdier and safer facility.
It's not rated to withstand any significant hurricane force winds or any significant seismic activity.
Mario Formasano is the director of the Emergency Management Department. The role of this department?
During large-scale emergencies or disasters, the Emergency Management Department is responsible for basically ensuring that the county is in a position to respond to the event from the Emergency Operations Center. There are a number of functions or emergency support functions within the Emergency Operations Center. So everything from your public safety functions to mass care to logistics to public information. You're also liaisoning with municipalities. Currently, we have enough space for about 12 people. If we have an activation, they're cramped. They're working in a very confined space for an extended period of time. The new Emergency Operations Center's main floor is 3,200 square feet. In the new center, we'll have 45 seats. And when we get into a situation like with a hurricane, we have to prioritize which emergency support functions or which representatives and agencies are actually physically in the Emergency Operations Center and which functions can operate detached but still be effective.
We had a serious lack of space, which during a time of emergency prevented us from having media present in the facility, which is vital to get the word out to our citizens.
In the new center, we'll actually have a media briefing area where we'll be able to host press conferences without traveling outside of the county to participate in media briefings.
But that's not all.
Having the Citizens Call Center in an adjacent room, and then also having a situation room where emergency management, administration, and other county leadership can convene.
The new Emergency Operations Center is going to not only provide more space, it's going to provide the opportunity to have continued training over the course of the year, so we'll be prepared for any type of emergency or disaster that may come our way.
Being able to bring in all of my emergency support functions for us to all operate under the same roof with the same goal in mind.
County Council understood the growth that we've had over the last decade, in particular for the last almost decade, one declared emergency after another. We see the need for this facility.
The new building will also house a new 911 dispatch center.
Just as we understood the increase in population, we also understood the need to have an expanded dispatch. We need more room. We need to accommodate the future growth of that department to serve the county's needs.
I've been with the county for 21 years, so I am super excited about this new building.
Cora Tanton is the Deputy Director of the Consolidated Dispatch Center. She knows the importance of newer and bigger headquarters for our county's emergency operators.
Dispatch Center is basically the first responders. Not only do we answer all emergency and non-emergency calls for Dorchester County, but we in turn dispatch the correct response whether someone needs fire, EMS, police, or the Sheriff's Department. With the growing population of the county, it is important for us to be able to grow and expand. Our center currently has availability for 7 dispatchers per shift. With the new EOC, they are creating our center to have 16 full-time positions along with 4 training positions. So we have the capacity for 20 dispatchers on shift at a time.
TAC 2, I copy that you're en route.
And so when we have the emergency situations, of course, we have to call all our staff in because we can't take the risk of them driving during a hurricane. So we call them all in, and we have limited space for them to rest during their downtime. And with the new EOC, they're going to have bunking quarters, they're going to have a quiet room, they're going to have some place where they can relax and prepare themselves for their next shift to get the county through that emergency. It is going to give such a relief of stress to a job that these ladies and gentlemen do to serve the citizens day in and day out, and for them to have virtually a home to be at while they're away from home is going to be so healthy.
The new EOC will be located on Deming Way, just off Highway 78. and it will be vital in keeping Dorchester County residents informed and safe.
Communication during a time of emergency is critical, and being able to co-locate the Citizens Call Center, the dispatch, and the Emergency Operations Center in one facility is going to make a huge difference.
When we get into response mode during a large-scale emergency or a disaster, that timely information sharing between the 911 center and the Emergency Operations Center is critical.